Ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest in the house. I mean, y'all know who he is, man. He's been here a number of times. Mr. Slick Living. You've seen him on shows. You've seen him on movies. You've seen him performing on stage with Bow Wow before he was old enough to give consent to those ladies that were flirting with him and shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Khleo Thomas is back in the building.
What up? We back, baby. Yeah, we back. So excited to be back with you guys, man.
Hey, man, it's a good time, man. You came with the big red boots.
With the boots.
Yeah, man.
Came with the culture.
Did I trade you?
Yeah,
I've been looking at the Louis the whole time.
Yeah,
Let me see
we
what
both
these look
got
like.
on the boom.
Okay.
I actually like these too. I had got a gift from a good friend.
That was a fair switch.
And he got these people got me a beanie that I couldn't really. My head doesn't have that cliff in the back, and so I told them I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna swap this out for something. And I went to the store today right before I came, and
did you ever take the beanie I got you back?
Huh?
Did you ever take the beanie I got you back?
I was trying not to make it say that it was you, but you are the person.
Oh,
yeah.
you were.
Yeah.
I
I didn't want to like drop the numbers out on a specific person. Like, oh damn, they shot like that for birthdays. But yeah,
that felt like I ruined like something in front of the cops.
Man. I just looked at the clear ones like that.
Yeah.
I had some clear ones, but I've been wearing more gold accessories the last couple of years, so I stopped buying like the kind of chrome and silver accessories.
Yes,
anyway,
sir.
Platinum took over the gold for a while, but then gold came back
gold
hard.
Came back
gold,
hard.
I don't think gold's going nowhere.
Nah, gold will always be the standard.
Yeah.
It will always. I mean, I mean, a couple years ago, I thought I was ready to like buy a Rolex. I was like, this is my year. So I went to Hawaii, and I was like, I'm gonna get that shit here. Because they're cheaper there, the sales tax is lower, and all of that type of shit. They got the lowest sales tax in the United States.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I went to go do it, it was a Rolex shortage because there was a gold shortage. And so the only ones they had were like the bust down with all the diamonds and all that.
That should
I was
tell
like,
you something.
I want the plain Jane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That plain Jane is
the only
all I
thing
want.
left.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
And everybody was turning their nose up at it. We were like,
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking rapper.
Right.
I don't, even if I was a rapper, I'd be like Big Sean, plain Jane. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want
man.
that goofy shit. So it just draws so much attention. But
Yep.
I went to the store today, and luckily the manager was cool. And I didn't even think about I was going to have to interact with the manager. I would have took the grill out and all that shit. I went in there real like this, but I had the glasses on. I was like, I shop here. Right? So don't give me no bullshit.
Don't.
Didn't realize that I had a 30-day limit to take that shit back or exchange
shit.
it. Yeah.
What do
So
you
they
do?
were like, on my
That was
birthday,
like 2
March
months ago.
7th.
Yeah.
Got you.
Literally on my birthday. And the guy was like, oh, this is past. I'm so sorry. I was like, so there's nothing I can do. No store credit. I can exchange it. I mean, I'm just going to pay for something more. He was like, nah. I mean, I can ask the manager. I was like, would you? Could you please just ask the manager?
Yeah.
Goes to get the manager. Manager comes out. He tells me, like, yeah, so this is past. Can we do anything? He was like, absolutely. Just like that. Not let me look at it. Let me check out this guy immediately. Just like that. And he was like,
he knew to ask the manager, I
Yeah, he
guess.
was like, it's
Yeah,
against my
man.
policy. It's against our policy. We go on a case by case thing. I let him know I've been on tour. I'm only on like 2-3 days, so I don't have a lot of time to just pull up like that.
Yeah.
And I thought I was gonna have to go to Beverly Hills, but I was able to go to the Glendale store. But it's like it's like a pop up type shit.
Yeah.
In the Glendale?
Yeah,
It's a small one?
it's this size.
Oh.
Damn
The
near just a
Americana
little
one?
bit. Yeah, the Americana. Yeah. So ended up getting some cologne. Get it right here. This is called Afternoon Swim, and that shit smelled so fun. I've been
that sounds
cologne
like it doesn't
shopping.
smell
That's
good.
right. You are the cologne guy.
I've been
I forgot
cologne
about
shopping
that.
for the past 3 months.
about
I
that.
bought Cartier. I bought some new what is it called? I bought no less than 6. I bought some Coach. I bought the little machine thing, the
Oh,
Pico, whatever.
Paco
yeah.
Rabanne, yeah.
Man, I brought so much cologne. Probably spent no less than like maybe about $800 on cologne.
Nice.
I don't love any of it. I smelled this and immediately it was like, I want that.
How come you don't love the other stuff? Like you don't.
It just doesn't, like, all of my favorite colognes, I knew on the first sniff. I was like, nobody smells like this. This is something I could wear year round, specifically in this season, but year round it's gonna work. Something that I can dress up and dress down. If I'm just running to the store, this is a scent that's gonna get some attention, right? And this was that. Immediately I knew. She was like, let me see if I have it
Afternoon swim.
Oh, bro, it is.
All right.
So Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim.
Write
And I
that
got
down.
another one of these, like the one with the on both sides. The wallet joints.
Oh,
right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had those. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Oh, it's nice. I
thin
left it in the
wallets.
car, but I go.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
little slim joints right there.
Agreed.
I didn't really get into like colognes until I realized that it was kind of like the whole point was to have a bunch like shoes, like what you want to smell like today. I thought everybody,
Only had one and
had
done?
one cologne and they used it, and then they're like, all right, I want to smell like this, and then they used it. Like,
No.
but now it's like having a bunch of them and like deciding like, I'm gonna go with this one. Like,
Yeah. Colognes definitely have seasons like clothes. Like Sauvage, everybody loves Sauvage, and when I smell it on guys in the spring and the summer, I try not to judge too much because that might be your favorite scent. But it is a fall winter scent. It is a very heavy scent. It is a lot of sandalwood, a lot of teak. It has huge notes of oud, and it's a heavy scent.
Oud.
Tell
Yeah.
that to Johnny Depp, who just cleared that $20 million check
Listen,
for that exact
shit, I'll smell
brand.
like fall
Not
in
all the time.
Oh,
in
yeah,
February.
yeah.
20 mil
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that
I
Sauvage
know you can
check.
smell like the wrong season. Goddamn,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
season I smell like right
So
now.
like the Dolce & Gabbana light blue or the light blue intense, those are very spring summer scents. They're very light. The lighter scents are going to have a powder, sweeter scent, a lot of citrus, less sandalwoody, but a very citrus forward, very floral or very powdery. Those are always how you can tell like a spring and summer scent versus a fall scent. And for
Are
me,
there
I can
winter?
just tell they're heavy, huh?
Is there winter scents?
I mean, fall and winter, yeah. Like the Sauvage
Okay.
is a good winter one. It's a good like layer scent because if you spray it on each layer, when you take off each layer, you still smell like it. You don't have to like do too much with it. So you can just do one pump for each layer versus like a summer scent. You might want to hit it like boom, boom, and then the wrist and boom and hit the elbows.
But you hit different layers. Like if you have a hoodie on, you'll hit the hoodie and the shirt
And the
underneath.
shirt.
If I plan on taking it off, well, see that when it comes to
Never
colognes,
did-
they're,
I didn't
they're
know that.
different.
Never
I
did
didn't know
that.
that,
One
yeah.
spray,
Yeah.
two.
There
Yeah.
are different levels when you go to the cologne. So like I think the EPT is the least amount of oil, and then you have the what's it? It's the EPT and then EPL and then the parfum. The parfum is going to have the most oil. So if you're getting a scent and it says parfum, that's the highest level oil content they're going to put in that scent. And it's going to smell great and it's going to last the longest. The higher the oil content, the longer it's going to last. So that's what you're doing it for. But if you like scent, man, like you got to like learn the shit that you like and you'll get that shit. That's like with anything else in life. If you like what you're doing, I like smashing. I be smashing, right? So I'm looking for things that's gonna help me smash better. In comes BlueChew. They like, oh, well, if you
BC.
like smashing, we could take your smashing to the next level. And I was like, cap, lying. I don't believe it. We tried it on the free. Let me tell you something. Tried it on that free trial years ago. Me and Pat both signed up for that free trial years ago. And let me tell you something. I have not been disappointed one time since I signed up for BlueChew. BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredient as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but in a chewable tablet. And it's made and ships in the USA. So it's cheaper, it's more affordable, comes to your house in a discreet box. The process is simple. You go to BlueChew.com, you sign up there, complete that survey, and then you consult with one of the licensed providers, and then after that, you receive your package in a couple of days. Comes right to your door. It could not get any easier. And as I said, it's all done online. You consulting with the physician, you signing up, you ordering how much you want. They have different sizes of orders that you can get each month, how frequently you want it, the strength of the prescription. There's no whack parts to this. All right. Aside from it being all done online, you don't have to wait at a doctor's office or at the pharmacy for any of that. It's just that awkwardness. You don't have to go through that. It's at your door, all right? Made in the USA, ships from the USA, chewable tablet, nothing like it on the market. It is absolutely the best in my opinion, okay? And if we're telling you about it, of course, we got something for you. If you go to BlueChew.com right now, you get to try it for a month for free. All right, you're gonna love it. You could be missing out on the best sex of your life. You could be doing great right now, but why not take it to the next level? We talking about best sex of your life. Go to BlueChew.com, sign up, use our promo code DIYS at checkout, and you just pay $5 for shipping. $5 for shipping for a free month of BlueChew. Tell me you don't want to do that. So again, go to BlueChew.com. Use our promo code at checkout, DIYS, and get your first month for free. All you do is pay $5 for shipping. Listen, I can't make you do it, but I'm going to tell you, you won't regret it. I'll let you, baby.
I feel like at this point, BlueChew works so well. I be feeling like when I don't use it, I'm mailing it in. I'm not giving my best work.
I'm mailing it in.
Like, I've never used
I'm gonna tell you something.
I've never used the BlueChew thing. So what is it? Is it getting it back up? Is it going? Is it more used to be able to keep the second round last longer?
It's all of that.
What is it?
It encompasses all of that. The recovery time.
Okay.
How hard and how fast it gets.
Okay.
How hard and how fast it gets hard. And your lasting during.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something.
So it's like one of those days you gotta like be like, okay, this is what's going on
This is what
today.
we're doing.
Yeah.
Let me listen.
You know?
I'm gonna give y'all some real. This might be raw.
Oh,
it's gonna be raw. Me and Farron, we were exploring different things. She was like, I want to, go down on you while I use a vibrator on myself. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's give it a try.
Awesome.
Definitely popped the Bluetooth for it. I was like, you finna work for it. You finna work for it. Because I know she don't.
Oh, that
she
was
don't,
crazy.
She don't
That
fast from the vibrator. She ain't
crazy.
coming to the door fast from it. I ain't finna be just sitting there watching her afterwards. So nah, go ahead, shawty. Work for it.
You a cold-blooded.
Work for
Well,
it.
she got the assistance. She got
feel
the.
like falling in love.
Yo, nah, bro. Ruthless individual.
If they
for
get
that.
the rose, we get the BlueChew.
Hey,
Okay, all right.
you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fair
We out
trade-off.
here. Work
That's
for
a
it.
fair trade-off, I
Yeah.
think, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. I
Hey,
gotta get on the
man.
point. I gotta get on the strain, man.
Hey, bro.
Y'all
I'm
been talking
telling-
about this too long. I gotta figure this out.
Man,
believe you
just
ain't tried it
I'll throw you
Slide
one.
on
man.
one,
Just
man. If I had the right bag, I would give you one. On
yeah,
my life.
Okay.
I got a new bag today, but
Man.
it's literally like one of those things you might even keep on you. Just
Yeah, I
just in case
typically
you
do.
got-
I typically have them in my thing because me and Farron, I'll be on the way home. I was like, yo, I found this house on Airbnb. Pack a bag. Let's go here.
Yo, have both of y'all done that?
What?
Like, just the Airbnb random, like, yo, we out. And this is what, man, I gotta start doing more.
Well, see,
I think I drew the line
You
early in my life,
cool.
bro.
You got your own crib. Both of y'all got your own crib.
Yeah.
We got the kid there.
Bingo.
And so, like, we be wanting to do reckless shit like, oh, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you on this kitchen camera. But the kid's room is right there, so I can't be that reckless. And she don't be leaving, going out of town, and she ain't got no job, as we just found out.
Gotcha.
So, like, sometimes I want to be reckless. Be like, yo, let's go play hide and go seek naked in this house. So I'll find a house, and that's what we'll do.
That's funny as hell.
It is fun.
Butt naked, 9,
No,
10.
whoever is hiding, you have to blindfold yourself, right? So because one, we're naked, and then two, the house is sometimes they're big, sometimes they're not. So if you're not blindfolded, you find the person too quick.
Gotcha.
But the person that is hiding has to make a little noise. And you could try to throw them off and try to throw something somewhere or something like that, but we'll take like literally wrapped up peppermints and try to throw the person off. And that's how we do it. It's a lot of fucking fun, bro.
You better know the layout of that house because you misstep in a random house.
Well, we check it out
naked?
first. We
Butt
check it out
naked?
first. We don't play with the
that's
stairs.
part of the thrill,
Yeah. But it is part of the street.
I want to start.
Especially once we start drinking. Oh.
Yeah, no, okay,
You
understood.
just everything's broken after. I wanna invent a game called Hide and Suck, and it's like I'm blindfolded, the chick's hiding somewhere. She has to. It's like Marco Polo. She has to come out of somewhere, suck my dick real quick, like, and then run. And I have to find out. I have to be like, oh, the closet, the fucking under the bed. You gotta like use echolocation from her from her mouth to the skittering away, and you'd be like, oh,
Skittering away.
she's in the attic.
Hey, he's yours when he act like this,
Oh
bro.
my God,
He's
bro,
yours
nah.
when he acts like that.
You a wild boy for that, man.
That would be fun though.
Hiding what?
Hide and suck.
Hide and suck.
Think about
Oh
it
my
to something.
God.
There gotta be some safety parameters.
Good time.
Hide and go get it to hide and suck.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Oh, yeah.
man. What was
Hey.
hide and go get it?
And you find a person, y'all hump a little bit. You just do a little hunching.
I feel like everybody you asked, it had a different answer,
description.
depending on how much of a hoodlum they were as a kid. Like
Yep.
sometimes it was like sometimes you find them and you grab their butt, and sometimes it's like nah, you find them and you fuck them right there on the spot. And I was like, God
Whoa,
damn,
first, hey, other people were playing the game. Who's just fucking on the spot like that?
we were 8.
Yeah, what kid is walking around with condoms on? If he isn't, but like, whoa, Whoa, bro.
That's always wild.
It's like there was a wild generation before us. We were a wild generation, so it's like, what is now? Like, these kids, they're wild too.
Social media. I feel like everybody up until now grows up and just acts like everything they did wild didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what this Freaknik documentary is showing us.
Yeah.
Like they grew up, did all that wild stuff, and then became strict parents, and blah 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 blah. But now, social media, all our shit is recorded. They shit wasn't recorded.
Facts.
But it doesn't mean that they were just humble, like just the perfect human beings their whole life. Like Freaknik is just like, oh shit, there were cameras there, huh?
Y'all wasn't doing that, huh? Let me show you this.
That's crazy that there's somebody walking around with a camera like, yeah.
VHSs on them things, bro.
I think it's going to be entertaining. I don't think it's going to have the extreme backlash that people are worrying about. I feel like we're at a place because of social media that a lot more things are becoming. The shock value just isn't there as much. You know what I mean? Like, me and Farron we were terrified about coming out being poly. We were like, fuck, we braced for impact and shit. And thus far, it hasn't been what our greatest fears. I'll say that. And I think that's because more people are talking about it. These were things that were already happening. Like if everybody knows somebody that had a cousin that they found out about, or a brother or sister that they found out, or a whole nother family found out about, either when they were teenagers or 30 years old, you found out you got a brother on the other side of the country. So that obviously means like either this motherfucker was telling them that he didn't have no family, or the other person was okay with it. So what we doing is just being honest about it. Like, hey, this is who I'm fucking.
But that's also from an entertainment point of view. Like, I feel like we have looser rules. A lot of those people who are coming out mad were like lawyers and stuff like that. And which is crazy because it's like, if it is how you say and it drops and it's like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Yeah. The people who jumped the gun and was like, I need this out of here, gonna be like, people gonna be like, what was you doing in Freaknik? Because that just shows like I think there was some job losing shit going on.
Oh yeah. I mean, some of this like the job part does matter. Yeah. Like the cop that was spreading the chick.
Yo.
Yeah, that.
I didn't see that.
You seen that picture?
It is a great picture.
A cop is spreading a booty?
Nah, he's spreading more than the booty.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like 4 fingers deep, bro. Like.
Oh. Let me check. Let me see.
Yeah, you just cops searching. I mean, spreading chicks.
Freaknik.
Yeah. Cops spreading chick at Freaknik. That it should pop up.
It's wild. Like you talk about just the signs on social media, how the shock value is gone, right? Like just the other day, I was talking about the Janet Jackson thing, Super Bowl, boom, and then the Janelle Monáe thing that was going on like this last weekend, and I was like, bro, I remember the world froze over a black titty.
Yeah,
a black titty.
Janet's.
Like a world froze over a black titty. Like
black titty.
Janelle Monáe, like, and it's like, hey, no, that's what it is.
Hey,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Can we give a round of applause for some amazing
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. Okay, even Cam is behind the camera giving it up.
My God,
ain't not a damn one of us got a fucking chance, but we still can appreciate and admire her beauty from afar.
This is the same woman who was dressing like a robot butler all throughout when I was in high school.
Just like big old assistant in the anime. Just like him.
And all of that fineness was under there. Man,
that's oh my God. The picture of her swimming underneath the.
Man, when she flashed,
some nice
everybody, they were talking about her dancing on the board. Fuck dancing on the board. Did you see what she was singing? And she was like, "Bah!"
Just ran.
Man,
she saw the camera.
Oh,
I'm like, wait,
man, I almost drowned in my own slop.
It's like she just saw her own titties, and now she's like, I should do something with these.
Yeah.
Like how did these titties just start making it?
Them titties ain't just started tittying. We just started finding out about them titties tittying. But we knew that she was. I don't know if she's in the lifestyle like LGBT or she's just a lesbian. Like, I don't know if she's bi or just a lesbian. But we knew that she was, dating women. Like, she made that abundantly clear. I don't know if she said it in the interview, but I knew that. But, man, this song, it ain't no mistaking.
Nope.
Okay?
Nope.
I could just look from afar and admire. I'm that old man, like, all right now. Okay. All right, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing.
I want to go to this with y'all. I just sent this to Pat. I want to go to this. This has been a thing that I have wanted to do forever. I want to go to this. I want to go see the girls.
Carnival?
I want to go to Carnival.
Where is it?
So I
It's
had to
in
find out.
different
It's
ones.
different ones. There's
Yeah.
ones in like Brazil, Barbados.
They got
This
one
one's in
Trinidad. Man, listen, I want to
What's
go
the next
there.
Miami. October.
I want to go there, and I want y'all to experience Hedo.
What the hell's Hedo?
Hedonism 2 is a lifestyle resort in Negril, Jamaica, where they have a prude side and a nude side. On the prude side, the clothing optional. On the nude side, there is no optional.
It's a Riz resort.
It is a jizz resort. But Khleo, when I tell you, it is one of those things where when you do it, you will never look at life the same.
I know.
You will never. And I promise you guys, it is not just about the fucking. It is not.
It's about the food.
It's the food is good too. They got a lamb chop spot there that is fucking unbelievable.
Finger food.
Unmatched.
Lamb chop at the Ram spot.
Oh my god.
It is the freeing ability to wake up and go outside as yourself. It cuts back on so much bullshit because we hide behind these labels and shit like that. There's none of that. You're naked. You walk up to somebody, strike up a conversation, you form a bond from just real-time conversation. You have drinks, it's all inclusive. And then not only that, whether we believe it or not, but we're slaves to these.
Yeah.
We're slaves to
Yes.
this. You are naked. You have no pockets. You're not walking around with your phone for a week. Every now and then I would go in my room, I would check my emails, I would respond to Pat, I would respond to Hippie or something like that. They let me know who the guest was, something like that. I was still uploading stuff. Actually, I wasn't even uploading stuff for Squadcast. I had asked Keenan to do it for me or Meg to do it for me. For a week, you are off the fucking job. Off the job. Bro, I'm not a big seafood person,
drunk.
but I had the best crab and lobster, the freshest I had ever had in my life. The guy walks around the beach holding the crab.
He naked too?
Huh? No. He working. The workers got on clothes, so you know who's who. You
Buy a
don't want
lobster
us to
from a
give your
nigga with
money
his
to a
dick
nigga
out.
motherfucker. He just put the money under his dick. Between the dick and the balls, you just put the money there.
I had so many questions about the transaction.
Bro, I bought
square.
$160 lobster. That probably would have been $350 stateside. This lobster was this big, the body, not including the claws. Like, no exaggeration. It was the biggest lobster I had probably seen in my life. And he goes out, he catches these motherfuckers by hand. He jumps in the boat, he walks around. Unless you want the one that he has, he goes and get it out the water. They cook it up for you. Put the butter and all the oil, and they bring the rice and peas and the plantains and all of that shit, and it's all together. Man, we sat around the jacuzzi because the rooms that we got, they have jacuzzis on the back end too. Mm-hmm. So you got this big ass pool, you got a jacuzzi that fits like 60 people, you got a bar. 60.
That's not a jacuzzi. That's another pool, ain't it?
Nigga, the pool is crazy.
Oh, shit.
The pool by itself is crazy. The jacuzzi is
A lot of pee.
crazy. Bro, I'm telling you, it will change. And then it's just liberating, bro, because you're not just seeing people for their physical beauty. When you are, after you've gone outside a couple times, after a couple hours or on the second day, the shock and awe, it's gone. So now you're just seeing people, you don't really, you can still admire the body, but you're like really seeing people for who their authentic self is. And so you will be amazed by how many beautiful people it is, and not just on the physical form, but just like having a conversation with a person like, God damn, man, that was super dope for you. Yeah. Like, it is life-changing, bro. Life-changing. If y'all about that shit, we can go on.
He'll get recognized.
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
Exactly.
No.
All this sounds great, but
Here's the thing.
He's eating lobster naked.
Here's the thing.
Hey, it's clear.
I've been twice, and out of the 2 times I've been, on the second trip, I was recognized twice. The first trip, I was recognized once. Then they do have a Black Week, right? DC is a DC travel group that goes to do that. I forgot what they call it. And then they have a couple other ones. But other than that, we're still the minority. Outside of the workers, we're still the minority. But that ain't gonna stop nothing. You're gonna have a good ass time, my boy. Have a good ass Khleo when I tell you. Hey man, wear a mask. Be like, oh, it's still COVID. You say wear your mask.
Wear a luchador mask. That'd be kind of hard if you had like a shiesty or a ski mask. And it's just like,
shiesty
you ain't
in
got...
Jamaica would be hilarious.
Because you'd be like, you ain't got nothing to judge but my dick.
I'm gonna tell you like this: you land in Montego Bay. We did car service, so they come pick you up in this van, or they pick you up in like a shuttle. Your driver's usually cool. We were driving. The first time we went straight there. The second time we got cool with them. We was like, yo, let's stop and grab some beer. We stopped and grabbed Red Stripe along the way. We didn't know the Red Stripe they had like flavor Red Stripes too. So we stopped and grabbed those. We stopped and grabbed some fruit by the side of the road. We eating the fruit. He took us to go get weed before we went to the
Y'all were
thing.
naked this whole time?
No, this is before we get to the resort.
Okay.
You're not just naked in the
It's hard to
Jamaica.
It's hard to think
You're
about.
only naked on the resort.
Okay.
This is when we land.
He's driving around the driver's we
Back
naked
in the
too.
van, just dick for just hair.
I know where the weed is.
Trip. Yo,
Bob
no.
LeCloud. You just look back, Bob LeCloud.
Hey, take your socks off.
Why one? I was saying all the one-word phrases I know, just trying to put them all together.
Oh,
Bob LeCloud, why one? Bro,
I
I tell you
man.
that shit, bro, will change your life. I'm telling you, bro. And you really don't have to worry about people seeing you. It's like, you saw me there, then bitch, you was there.
Yeah, but I think it hit different. I think it hit
Because they can
different.
still hit you with the. Of course, I was there, but you was there.
But they,
Okay, let's play this out. Let's play this out. Let's play this out. Let's play this out.
Hey, okay,
Let's
come
play
on,
this
Tahir.
out,
Come
right?
on, Tahir.
Khleo, I saw you at Hedo. All right, no. I'll be you. You hit me with the questions that you worried about somebody hitting you with.
Khleo, I saw you at Hedo.
Yeah, I was on the resort, enjoying myself a vacation. You know that it's not all nude. There's a proof side where clothing is optional too.
No, but you were there on the nude side. Though.
Eating lobster.
Yeah, I partake. Wasn't doing anything illegal. That's completely legal there, and there's no video footage or no photos of me doing anything because cameras aren't allowed, phones aren't allowed. So what did you see me doing?
Me personally, I saw you, on the beach. You was laid up.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a brand deal in place or where that can like conflict?
Yeah, but what brand deal is going to tell me not to go on vacation and enjoy myself?
Wait.
You don't have any footage of me doing anything.
We should make it real time. That's the part I was worried about, like when it's happening. After the fact, it's like, yeah.
Well,
That's
okay.
awesome. Yeah, good
Let's
point.
run it real
Good
time.
point.
Then.
Good
Let's run it
point.
real time.
Cleo,
Mhm.
what are you doing here?
Oh, just enjoying myself, man. Every now and then you got to detach and get a recharge in.
But Cleo, you're at a there's things happening here that may not be on brand for what you do. You know, are you sure that you're supposed to be here?
What do I do that wouldn't be on brand for me to enjoy myself?
So your dick is out.
You also got to
You're
think
making it weird.
the person who's saying all this is also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right.
Man, I don't like.
And
I
here's the
don't
thing.
know,
Here's the
bro.
thing. Here's the
I
thing.
don't know if like isn't there a
Uncomfortable.
brand
I'm
deal?
uncomfortable.
I don't know
I'm
if that's
scared
the-
that
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you
shit get
this.
strict. That's
Let me
it.
tell you something.
Literally.
Hedo is not cheap, which is
Okay.
why you won't find a lot of riffraff there. You want to stay there like 7 days, and you want to stay at the night room, you're going to pay about $7,000 to $8,000. So somebody that can afford to be there, somebody that can afford that, they not worried about who
They're
the
really
fuck
not
you
worried
are.
about that.
Unless you're Brad Pitt, for a majority of the people there, they don't give a shit. And even if you were, I don't give a fuck. It's women walking around.
If they pulled up to be naked and fuck
And
random
people
people,
watch, bro. And
I highly suggest they're gonna come up to you like, "Hey, what about this McDonald's deal? What
Yes.
about this
Man.
Lowe's
I had one
deal?"
dude walk up to me. He was like, "Hey, ain't you?" I was like, "Not here. I'm not." He was like, "Respect," and he walked away.
We're both of y'all naked in this
Yeah.
scenario. That's so funny.
Yeah.
What did he want? A picture?
Bro,
A hug? A dap?
the only weird part was that the motherfucker circled back and was like, "So your wife there?" I was like, "Hey man, the fuck out my face."
Shit.
See,
Shit.
no
But fair and fine. Who wouldn't want to see my
Shit.
fine ass wife naked?
Nosy.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
That's
that.
all. That's all he did.
I
That's all he
get
was
that.
thinking. He was like,
I get that.
Yeah,
I
bro,
get that. You're the
listen.
second person to tell me about this. As
I'ma
soon as
tell
you
you
started
this,
describing it, it was a girl who actually put me onto it. And I think she was trying to pitch that idea, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't go.
"Bro,
I can't fucking go."
you absolutely can." Then I'm gonna tell you why. We'll talk off of camera.
Okay.
Cause I go with a group of people, and one of the people I go with is very known too, and he's in the industry and he does some stuff. But trust me,
Okay. All right.
it ain't nothing going on there. It ain't like, oh, you got busted with 10 kilos and all of this. Like, that's the type of shit that'll fuck up your branding. You being naked ain't gonna fuck up your brand deal.
Okay.
I promise you that.
All right.
Be showing some holes for real.
See.
Ah,
I know it. That's all it takes.
That's
Everything stripped.
That's what everybody. That's probably what they gonna be saying to you. Like, hey, I'm trying
Listen,
to. I'm trying to see some
holes.
holes.
That makes sense.
That's how we go.
But that makes sense.
He's
That one makes
delinquent.
sense.
Yeah.
That can go.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. I'll show you some more people later. But listen, man, if you don't want to do that, then you can always stay stateside and find a good concert. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I went to go see Masego a couple weeks ago when he was here in LA. He did 2 shows in LA. Shout out to Tony Baker. Tony Baker opened up the concert. It was a dope concert. I hopped on GameTime and bought these tickets with so much ease. Usually ticket buying is stressful. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I fumbled the bag when I bought my tickets through I won't say the other site, but I bought tickets for an Usher show and it was the wrong night and I had just eat $1,500. I had to just eat it because I couldn't sell them back. Right? And they don't do any exchanges or anything like that.
That's the
Sucks.
GameTime was so easy. Not only did they make the ticket purchasing process super easy, they have tickets for everything, not just concerts. You can find tickets for sporting events, comedy, theaters near you, killer deals. You are going to get the best price available with GameTime. Not only that, one of the dopest features that I loved about it, because most places, most apps and these other websites, they'll show you where you're going to be sitting. But GameTime actually shows you what the view looks like from your seat.
Love that.
What you're going to be seeing from your seat in reference to looking at the stage and reference to other seats. You get that, and I had never seen that with any other app. So shout out to GameTime for that real time view of it. They got flash deals and last minute tickets. Easy to find, easy to buy, every kind of event in your area, images of the seat views, as I said, and the lowest price guarantee, event cancellation projections, job loss protection, all of that type of stuff. You're going to find it with GameTime. It is amazing. So forget planning months in advance. Oh, they got to drop. We got to hurry up and get on it. Maybe for some people. But most people, you're fine. And with GameTime, you're always in the nick of time, all right? You get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. GameTime guarantee means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, GameTime will credit you 110%. 110%. They're giving you more money back, all right? As the difference. As I said, you get the images of your seat before you buy it, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. You buy tickets in a matter of seconds. 2 taps and you're set. So I want to encourage you guys right now, snag the tickets and release the stress with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use the code DIYS for $20 off your first purchase. You think I didn't do that? Because I definitely did for those concert tickets. Terms apply again. Create an account and redeem the code DIYS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. It's the last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Yeah. All right. We got to talk about this because we were just talking about. It's so funny. We were just talking about Khleo and hedonism. Is that what it's called? Hedonism?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that, the fear of losing it all. What y'all think about Ja Morant?
You remember the last time I was here? You remember the last time I was here?
Yep.
What was that? 2.5, 3 weeks ago? Maybe?
Were we talking about the same thing?
No, me and him were. You weren't here at this time, but me and him at this
Yep.
time. But let's hear lead this one.
He's young. And sometimes when you're young, you can't fix stupid. Sometimes you grow out of it, but you can't fix it. Ain't nobody in the world can tell him not to do that. That boy gonna do what he want to do. He's been in the NBA for a couple years. He's a millionaire. Okay, all he want to do is listen to his NBA young boy and have his gun on. Now here's the thing. What he's doing is not a crime, right? It's not illegal. Nobody is contesting that. What we're saying is you are a role model, whether you want to or not. You're a role model. They bumped Kyrie for your shoe. You're supposed to be that new flagship person at Nike. There are too many eyes on you for to be doing that. Now, if you were in Jasper, I get it. Yeah, I can't go to here. I get it, right? It's too hot. There's too many people especially after you just did this. And the crazy part is this is not something new. This is a repeat offense. You just got in trouble for this. And it's one of those things where you hope he grows out of it, you know. Because that's not how he was raised. It's not how he was raised at all. And I get it. You know, sometimes you have to conform to your environment. I was just talking to a good friend of mine. He's an actor. He's working on a show, and it is all white for the most part. And he feels like he has to code switch, not in terms of like not being himself, but like just being more friendly, more approachable, more easygoing. And we always gauge it off like if you can say nigga on your set. If you can't say nigga on your set and don't have to worry about repercussions, then you are probably code switching a little bit. And it's understandable. You have to be able to adapt to your environment. You're getting paid millions to do something you love. You have to understand that there are going to be guidelines and boundaries for your actions. If you're filming it, especially if you're filming it. What are you doing? That's all I got on it. That's all I got.
Few things, Pat. Tahir touched on the fact that they bumped Kyrie off of Nike. Like, you could play in the NBA. All these guys who play in the NBA have shoe deals, but not signature shoe deals. Nike gave him a signature shoe deal. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, nigga, you.
Right.
This is Nike.
Right.
The bullshit goes down before. They had a commercial already shot. They had to delay the commercial. He had a Powerade thing getting ready to roll out. They haven't had a face of a Powerade campaign since LeBron.
Oh, shit.
It was you. Now, Ja Morant is what AI was to our generation.
Yep, absolutely.
He like, you want to be like him. The youth wants to look and be like Ja.
Boy, cold.
Like, he is.
cold
He
with it.
is. That's what it is. Like, he's an amazing basketball player. But for it to happen again, and when me and Tahir were here, like, we went off. Me and him both had a whole thing about it, and then I think it was him who said that. Because they had said they had suspended him, but the suspension hadn't come through yet. It ended up coming in 2 days later.
Yeah.
For this to happen again, he's in the car like Tahir said. He got the gun on him, whatever. But bro, like, you just went on national television. They pulled Jalen Rose in to give like the hey, we're gonna do it the right way, bro. I know the PR spin move that just happened here.
Right.
You do it again, and then your boy on the IG live. We in the car. Hey, Ja, gun. Oh, shit.
Right.
Even your boys are fucking idiots for having, you got the gun on you. Why are
Right.
these niggas pulling their phones out? It's just
Right.
very irritating. It's very fucking irritating.
Right. It's really crazy because it's like, nigga, do you know how hard it is to make it into the NBA? Like, that would be crazy for a bench player to do that because you would be like, yo, you worked your whole life for this. But like you said, for the next up to do it and then also do it twice, it's just like, damn, I wouldn't even know. Like, that's like some loose cannon shit. Like, how do you know what's gonna happen next if the same thing can happen twice? It wasn't even like a new lesson to learn from that. But a big thing that's going on online is a lot of people are blaming the people around him, his friends, because it's like, obviously if your friend is Ja Morant and you guys have guns on you, why would you go live? How accurate is that? How much do you think of this falls on Ja himself? How much of you think falls on the people around him? Because there is an element that's pretty interesting. I heard somebody talk about how, like, you're not 100% used to having that public attention to the point where you could have a story.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 years ago, you guys were doing this all the time. And then this one time, you're like, oh, shit. And then you're not even in that world to know that people will screen record it just to. It's not like the homie turned it in. People will screenshot it just to get this nigga in trouble again. So how much of the blame do you think is on him and his friends?
I'll let you go. I'm gonna go grab a coffee.
Bet. All right, so check this out, Pat. Like, I'll look at it like this. Ja's whole lead up to this situation was wild. There was the incident at the mall. His mom called him because the guy at the store was disrespectful to her. Ja pulls up with all his homies. 45 minutes, they're trying to get him out the back to whoop his ass. An incident happened with Ja's sister at a volleyball game. Ja's mom calls in for that. Ja goes down there on some bullshit. There was an 17-year-old kid at his house. They're playing ball. They get into it. Ja goes in the house, grabs the gun, and comes out with it. They're at the Indiana Pacers game. They get into it on the court. By the time Ja gets back to a car to roll with his boys out of that arena, they got red dots coming out of Ja's car toward the NBA, toward the Pacers' whole organization.
Really? I didn't hear about that.
So this has been cracking off. So
red dots?
Yes, bruh. So
but
then
he aimed it at a
no.
bus
So he got in the car in which the red dots were coming out of toward the Pacers staff after the game was over. So they're like, yo, like, bro, this ain't like, there's no red lasers anywhere. Like,
Right.
So when you know what you see it, you see it. So there was that incident. Then of course the strip club incident with the Instagram joint, and then now this. Even if these dudes do move like that, Ja's people, the people around them. How much have we seen hip hop police from the past? People are they know people are watching, and you want to get validated for being able to say I'm with Ja.
Yeah.
Bro, Ja's fault. Bro, cut this off. You
Right.
got to. These niggas will never get to the level you're at. Never.
Not only that, I feel like it's 50-50. Majority would be Ja, for sure. But you as homeboy, you eating because he eating. Why would you fuck up your cash cow?
Right.
And if this is your homie for real, you like, yo, you don't do that shit. We'll take care of that shit because we know you going to take care of us if some shit can happen.
Right.
What the fuck would you get in the car with lasers coming out? What he wants to do, which a lot of people in money do, I've been guilty of this when I was younger. You want to look hard, right? You want to look hard. You want to feel hard like, yeah, I ain't that nigga you fuck with. That's cool, right? But nobody's believing it in certain arenas. Like, if you're a rapper, yeah, that helps with your selling, that helps with your backstory, all of that type of shit. But as a basketball player that went to private schools, that grow up with both parents, we're not believing it. You want to be a mobster.
Could that be why he's double downing on it more?
Possibly.
Maybe so.
But
Validation.
it's still not coming. Ron Artest, absolutely. Nobody would deny Ron Artest like he about that life.
He
But
about
even
it.
with you doing that, people still don't think you're about that life because that's not who you are from your backstory. You want to be like Al Capone type gangster shit. Then stop playing ball, start selling drugs, start running liquor and girls, and do that.
He won't be posting online.
He wouldn't be posting it online. He would
Because
get everything
gangsters
too
don't
high.
even move like that. Rappers do to try to enforce and solidify their street cred, but real gangsters aren't in. Did you not see American Gangster? They noticed this nigga from a picture.
All it took was the mink.
All it took was the mink because you're too flashy. You're doing too much. You're bringing too much attention to yourself, and it's not positive attention. And it ain't for what you're doing.
It's upsetting to hear because me
It
and
really
you,
is.
we got into it, hear about it. So when I wake up this morning, I saw it. I'm like, dog, like what can you do now? Like you can't feel bad for whatever stripped from him.
And it
I
ain't-
don't
it-
feel
it
away.
ain't- it
I
ain't
was
an
gonna say
apology.
it's his responsibility. Even if his friends were involved, it's your fault for keeping those people around you and not being smart enough to cut that off. Because if you're saying it's been going on for a while,
Yeah,
it's
this
like
ain't
obviously he's
nothing
been
new.
probably talked to by the Nike reps and that for a while, and at this point, it's like, well, you're getting what's coming to you.
Adam Silver brings him in, commissioner of the NBA. They have a sit down talk with him. Yo, first mistake, we get it. 8 games, you gonna chill out. He goes and does the interview with Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose, I guess in his past he had a few issues. Jalen, first couple seasons in the NBA, he was on that kind of weird shit. So he addressed it with him. They thought it was the perfect guy to talk to. And so what do you want people to take away from this job? I just want people to know this isn't the real me. Like the things they saw, that's not the real me. That was 3 weeks ago.
One
That
of
was
y'all
just
lying.
3 weeks ago.
One of y'all lying.
God, man. Oh.
And even still, bro, like,
Was he doing stuff like that before he had the brand deal?
I don't
he
want to
wasn't
say
on.
he.
We can't say he wasn't. We could just say he wasn't on the radar like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, brand
Wasn't
deal
being
brings you
watched
a
like
lot
that.
of new eyes. And
For sure, but was like, I mean, if he was posting stuff like that before, were the companies that were making these deals aware of that? Did they dig enough into?
I think they
his
did
past, or
because
did
I
that
just
not-
saw something about YG was supposed to be on Snowfall. He's supposed to be in
Series.
Franklin's group. But FX did some digging, found out he had been shot and shot at and all that type of stuff. And it was like, yeah, this is a show about selling crack in the 80s. Yeah, this is a show about gang violence. But also, which YG or nobody at the Breakfast Club really touched on, Charlamagne was just like, that's hypocritical. And I understand where you're coming from. But you got to understand from a corporate and a brand name, the optics are, okay, we bring this guy on who's super authentic. He's from the hood.
Right.
It's not going to be hard for him to get into the role. But also, what if somebody from an opposing gang sees him, and they don't think he's an easy target? Now, people are going to say, oh, that ain't going to happen. He YG. The hood loves him.
It's
The hood
happening
loved
too much
Nipsey.
now, though.
The hood loved Nipsey.
Dog.
He was in front of his store. The hood loves Nipsey. And it still happened.
They shot that show in L.A.
In the real
It
LA.
would be an issue bringing YG anywhere near streets where he cannot be at. We don't care that this whole show is about 80s.
Now they
Bruh.
got to do the planning for that. They got to do the scouting with
Yep.
that in mind. Oh, YG's not cool with this gang. He's a blood. They rolling. They are.
Scouters die. Scouters get shot.
Neighborhood. Anything. You can't shoot in any of those neighborhoods because YG is on the set.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's all stuff you have to think about, and people aren't thinking about that from the optics of like that. Gang violence, anything but guns are a super hot topic right now.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like why? Like I get your hesitance with Hedo. My whole thing is you're naked, right? And that's like sex still sells anywhere in America. Gun violence is such a hot topic. There have been more public shootings than there have been days of this year.
It's harder to defend. Yep.
It is harder to defend, and there is no cause for it. You're waving this gun around. Y'all not even saying, "Oh, we finna go meet these people. We finna do." It just looks like a reckless rich man with a gun. Now, here's the thing: if you white, you all right, Ja, but you're not. You're not. You're not. It's as simple as that.
The Flash getting all types of second chances.
Oh, that's a whole nother-
They still coming out with the movie.
Yo.
This motherfucker kidnapped a minor.
He
Went on
choked-
a run.
He choked a woman, didn't he?
Yeah,
got a
he
few
did
charges
a
in Hawaii.
slew. He did a slew of things.
Yeah.
He was on the run from the police.
And John Morant is still a part of a team. This nigga is the Flash.
He is the franchise.
He is the Flash.
They was like, we can't scrap this movie, fam.
They're like, he's not
we
black.
113 million in. We got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
and
you
they've
go ahead and
scrapped
go to
people
jail.
for less. Like they've actually removed people for less
Yes.
from movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recently there was a Lilo and Stitch. They're doing a live action of that, and they put one of the guys like casted him, and then like they make the announcement, then they go pull up his old tweets. Oh, never mind, gone the next day.
And it's that easy for them.
That's that easy.
That's crazy.
With this one, obviously, this is a lot of money that's been tied into DC and Warner Brothers and that character. Like this was a lot. So to see that versus, of course, the Jonathan Majors thing, I'm just like, wow.
I wonder what kind of money is in it, like, because obviously we see the race part of it, but it's like, certain media outlets make more money from spinning him into this crazy gangster and running all these stories as opposed to just letting something like this slide, like how they do for the Flash?
I mean, they'll make money off of anything that's clickbait.
But I feel like they might make more money that way than him just having a successful Nike deal.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
if he's
because
being
that's
controversial, so much more views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, we're very much attracted to that negative energy of tearing people down that are higher than us.
Yeah.
And I think the media's swayed us that way,
They
that we
figured
want
it
to
out.
see the people at the top pulled down so that we feel closer to them.
Yeah.
More. That's why I don't like the term down to earth, because it's kind of, I feel like that's what that means. It's like that means that person put the other person so far ahead, and then when they start talking, like it's just weird how they relate, they talk about certain people as down to earth because of something
Or they're more
negative that happened
relatable
to
or
them.
something like- yeah,
Yeah, like
100%.
Brendan Fraser or
Yeah.
something. Like, oh, I love how down to earth he is, and it's just like it's almost like a weird thing that people say about themselves. Yeah, it's weird. What I love the example of American Gangster, because like that's exactly the same thing. It's just they didn't go live themselves. But yes, if your homie is John Morant and he's not supposed to be in trouble, he's not supposed to have these guns, you shouldn't have the camera on him. But the American Gangster thing is like, that wasn't even anybody in their camp. That was just media. But they should know that there's media at a boxing arena. So if you're John Morant, it could have just not been your homie. It could have just been like, oh, John Morant. You know, it could have been anybody.
Car on the side of you.
You
Got
had
a picture of
the-
you, a video of you with the gun on.
Exactly. So it's not it is the people around him, obviously, but it's like Frank Lucas still wore the mink. So it's like, if you John Morant, you should just not have any guns on you. You shouldn't be in a position where you can get even caught by a camera. It sucks that it was your homie, but it could have just been some fan because you're a Grizzly.
And this the same homie that got the blame for the Pacers day. They banned him for the year from going to the Grizzlies game.
Because of the lasers?
Yeah, that was
Shit.
he was the one that got the blame
He had
for
the
it. So
beams in the car, yeah.
Which is stupid.
same guy.
There might be a little bit of like, you know how that could have been like hate, you know, a little bit of hate in there. Like, even though he put the phone down really, really quickly, and it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to like ruin your cash cow.
Yeah,
But it
'Cause
seems
you
like
could have ended the video and took it down. You didn't have to post a lot. You could have took it down immediately.
Well, they're saying
Now-
they would screen record.
Yeah, I was just saying some people could have still screen
Once
recorded,
it's
but
online, it's online
It's
forever.
there, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
yeah.
Panini proved that to me, brother. If it's out there, it's out there. My brother was proved that one to me. I'm like, all right, bet. So we're gonna move very carefully out here in the world, bro. Ja, get your shit together, bro.
Well,
like,
and you think he would have him hope? I would wish he would have a manager that would have the wherewithal above what he knows and understands to be able to avoid these kind of situations.
Manager couldn't
But
do
they
shit
wouldn't
about
listen.
that.
That's
They
what I'm
was
saying.
in the
Like
car.
they just put their neck on the line the first time, and it was like, bro, they were at the end of the day. This is Ja. He's the star. This is Ja Inc. Everyone works for him. So even a guy coming to him, Ja, the Nike deal, the Powerade deal. These are things that are just not the fucking average.
You know what's so funny is I just had this connection. It's like, bro, just be okay being Ja Rule. You keep trying to be 50. Stop.
Yeah.
That's not who you are. You make
Ja Rule
you
Morant.
make bangers, bro. You got hits, nigga. Like people love. This is the thing. It's not much Ja Rule could have did in that situation because 50 was coming for him. But ain't nobody coming for you like that.
Right.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Does he even have ops? What does he need these guns for?
That's the.
Oh, I mean Memphis, but still, Memphis is pretty active.
I think it's a lot of mysticism around. It seems the way what he was portraying around the type of lifestyle that he's not a part of, and is trying to portray that.
It's a wild situation.
It sucks.
Cause
it sucks. It fucking sucks. I've been irritated, so it sucks.
Because I mean, you can only imagine like it's so easy to write him off as he's young, he's dumb and stuff, but like the amount of work it takes to not only get into the NBA but also dominate in the NBA is like it's unfathomable. So for that to be thrown away for something that absolutely did not have to happen, and it was so silly and quick, you know, like I feel like PR had such a better hold of their clients before IG Live, because IG Live is just whenever they could be on drugs, they could just be feeling bad, they could just go live and do a bunch of stuff that you can't take back. It's just it's done, it's out there. So PRs are like just I could only imagine the face palm of the publicist when they saw that. It's just
because
like
they're probably seeing it on their Instagram feed, being like, "Now
live.
I can't get the story now. You can't get ahead of it. So
Right.
now it's how do we repair it?
that is crazy
can't
to see it
spin
for
it.
the first time on your timeline.
That email thread. What the fuck? Oh my god. Nah, bro.
I wonder if it was the same gun.
Nah, this one looked bigger.
Well, they were both pistols, right?
Yeah, but the first one looked like it was like a baby Glock or something.
Because he was even holding it like this.
That-
like
yeah,
in the
first-
club,
yeah.
he was
That's
holding
such a
it like-
rapper thing. Like
He was holding
Yeah,
it
but
like
it was
this.
so dainty the way
It's
he was
so
holding
funny,
it. It wasn't
though.
even like a rapper.
it's like you didn't want to pick it up. You're like,
Yeah,
ugh.
yeah. This one looked like it was looked a little bigger. Not
They
like
had
a
the
45. Nah, it didn't have that. It just looked like it looked like a police issued gun, like a 9mm standard 9mm.
That nigga took being a shooter so literally. Can you shoot from the outside? Just give me a scope.
They keep calling him Ja Wick now.
John Wick. All right, silver lining. You got a cool nickname out of this.
Yeah.
If he beats this, he's gonna have a cool career. He's gonna be like Allen Iverson. But
You better hope the NRA is making ads.
Bruh.
I
But
mean,
then
this
you're
is-
the
damn.
face, you're the
I think
black
that's
face
the
of the
unfortunate,
NRA,
yeah.
and now we like you cool.
Bruh.
Here's
Damn.
the thing, bro. Like people like you right now. You still got a chance. But the more you do this goofy shit, you look corny. And it don't matter how many points you score, how much money you make. You can't outrun corny. You want to stop before you get corny. Because once you're corny, niggas ain't gonna care, ain't gonna be checking for you. Be like, yeah, you know, Josh is shooting all that type of shit. But you ain't gonna be like, nobody wants corny, bro. And you're headed down the road to corny because it looks like you're false flagging. You're impersonating something you're not. And that's fucking corny. Like you got to stop, man. You got to make a decision. You want to play ball and be rich, or you want to be cool? Because you could be cool and be playing ball and be rich. But if you want to just be cool, you gonna get it.
That's a lot of money to
NBA
throw away.
players are already cool.
That's
You made it to
so
the
much,
league, bro.
dog.
You know the percentage of black men that want to go to the league versus the percentage of black men that actually go? That's cool. You're a franchise player. That's cool. You got a signature shoe deal with Nike. That's fucking
You don't have
cool.
to do any of that.
You brandishing a weapon?
The coolest basketball players of all time, I've never seen them with a gun. Kobe with a gun would be hilarious.
Not even that, bro. Like, if you're going to have a gun, do it the right way. Go to the range and show us that you shoot some crazy shit.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I had to order this gun. I was back order. I waited for it 6 months, whatever. Now I'm firing. That's fucking like, whoa, that motherfucker crazy.
Yeah.
What you're doing is corny.
I want
And
to
it's
see
not
what,
cool.
But he's not the only NBA player who has a gun. I can say that confidently.
Right.
No, he's not. But the fact that you put it out to the world, like there's a morality clause when you work for the NBA.
Right.
It's a private organization. You can't if
the
you
rules.
do anything that deters brands, add money from working with us, we can't work with you.
It's like these track stars that are getting caught with, like, smoking and stuff like that. A lot of people are like, this is BS. Weed is legal, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, low key, you can't say the race thing when everybody got the same rules. You're not supposed to smoke if you're doing that field. Yes, should those laws be lessened? I think so, because it's not a performance enhancing. But if that was the in your contract, you can't do any drugs.
You can't get mad at a rule saying that.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's just like that's what it is, So I think that different people have different rules, and a lot of times it sucks when you're that person who has all these different rules. I feel like a part of him wanted to feel like everybody else, because a lot of times when people are up on a pedestal, even though everybody wants to be like them, a lot of times that person kind of want to be like everybody else. It's just like, man, I want to chill and do gun stuff too.
One of the dopest interviews, or part of it, I didn't watch the whole thing, was Kevin Hart on Drink Champs. And Nori was like, oh, nigga, we gonna get you smoking when you're in here. You gonna hit the blunt once. And he was like, no, I'm not. We'll drink my liquor. We'll take a couple shots of that. But I'm not smoking. He was like, why you not gonna smoke with us, Kev? You're not gonna smoke with us. Because I'm a brand.
Exactly.
And that's not good for my brand. Arguably the most famous comedian in the world right now has the wherewithal. And now, don't get me wrong, he's had his fair share of scandals too. But he learned from them.
Right.
This was 3 months ago. Not even 3 months ago, Khleo. This is like a month and a half ago. And you didn't learn?
Oh, they sent him to a they didn't call it rehab. He went to seek help. Ja. They sent him for 8 days.
For the first time.
And then he was right back on the court in the week.
I really want to know what that help was.
8 days.
Hilarious.
Bro.
It's just like him picking up a gun and them like, no.
We're just writing on a chalkboard. I will not show a gun on Instagram. I will not show a gun on...
When you see this gun, what do you want to do? No.
And then he doesn't do it. Good job. All right, I think I'm ready.
Throw him a basketball. He go dunk.
Bruh. Damn it, Ja. Get it together, man.
All right, man. It's about that time for us to get up out of here anyway. I want to thank our special guest, Khleo Thomas, for coming in and hanging out with us, man. The conversation is always great. The energy is always good. He brought the big red boots with him. Khleo, what you got coming up that the people need to be aware of, take note of?
A lot of stuff coming to the Twitch. A lot of stuff coming in the gaming space. DreamCon creeping up. So if you were in DreamCon last year, made a surprise announcement, surprise walkout on stage for the Smash Bros. Tournament and the Family Feud night. So we're back and with a new cosplay.
Hey.
So, get ready for it.
Is it Astro Boy? No, I'm just kidding.
It's no, but the boots will come in handy
That's
for that
hilarious.
cosplay.
Astro Boy cosplay is just black draws.
Skinny Khleo. Just that and the draws out there, the Speedo.
It's like, are you The
Swoosh my
Rock?
hair up.
Are you Stone Cold Steve Austin? No, the boots.
Okay, cool. And they already got your socials, but one more time.
At
just in
Khleo
case.
Thomas across the board. At Khleo Thomas across the board, man. Thank you guys so much for always having me. I love both of you guys, man.
Hey,
so
man.
much. Thank you guys.
I got my Pokemon card in my office set up, bro, that you brought for us last time you did it when we were both here.
Yeah, man.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
We got Cam behind the camera.
Cam.
That's Big Red Boot. Thank
Hey.
y'all so much for watching. We'll see you next week on another episode of Damn Internet. You scary.
Cam's the guest next week. Special
Cam's the
Cam
guest
episode.
next week. Pull up.
Special
Yeah.
Cam episode.
We gonna have a hippie on the boards.